Hi Leos, how are you? This is Shooting Stars Tarot. Welcome to your 2019 overview. If you hear snoring, that's my pug. She's just walked into the room. Okay, Leos. Quick disclaimer. If you... The version that I'm doing here is pretty short. I'm trying to reach the masses. But if you order a private one of these, they're much longer. I have an hour-long version, and we go into much more detail than we do here. What we're going to do here today is look at the year by quarter. And we won't pull clarifiers or anything, but we'll just give a high-level overview by quarter. All right? All right, Spirit and Universe, what are the messages and advice and guidance for Leos this 2019 in the first quarter, January through March? In life and love for Leos. You know, I used to believe that the more you shuffled, but I don't think that's the case. The message comes as the message should. First quarter, Leos. Interesting, we have the Six of Wands reversed. And I think it's because you're always working towards something. And just like in Aries, actually, you're pretty big planners. And you can see the trajectory of something from the get-go. And so in your mind, it's very easy to go from A to Z in 5 seconds. It's very easy. You see all the steps, and I've talked about this before with Leos. It's something that's somewhat of a phenomenon in my mind with Leos, because they can see the whole picture and all the steps on everything. So it seems very easy to you. And the answers are there for you. But I think where you have your hang-ups, Leos, is other people, when other people get involved, because you can't do all of it yourself. So if you own a business, for example, and you want to hit this level of revenue or this many sales, obviously you know the route to get there. That's easy for you. But when you mix in the human element, it gets tricky because other people don't see things like you. And so it can become a point of frustration and contention for you. So look, here we have. Okay, the most important card out of these, I think, the Three of Wands reversed. There's more that you can do. There's more communication you can do. And we could be talking about life or love or work, anything you're thinking about for the first quarter. There's more you can do. Don't leave it up to the other people. There's more you can do, especially when you're feeling like you're having a loss of a victory, especially when something feels a little bit one-sided, and especially when you're not having an internal battle about it. Do more. First quarter, do more. Yes, don't remain apathetic. Four of Cups reversed. Get involved, get in there, get in the trenches with your team, with your partner, with your friends, with your family. Get in the trenches. Don't wobble around trying to make decisions. You're a Leo, you're decisive. Make those decisions. And stand firm in your decisions. And this is interesting that I use the word stand firm, because the next card is actually the Knight of Wands, which is traditionally the card of temporary activities, coming and going, right? A relationship, an ex that keeps coming back all the time, someone that comes in and out of your life, rushes in with exuberance and charisma, right? But you have all that because you're a Leo, but stay, okay? These aren't short-lived moments. And so I think as you're doing more, so you don't feel like this, and you know that's the right path. Honestly, you know that's the right path, Leos. Okay, get in there, make decisions, and stay even-keeled and stay consistent for you and for your people, for your person. And no matter what questions, how do I put this? The High Priestess at the center of the deck, at the center of the reading, is a little bit concerning, and not majorly, but just a little bit, because it does indicate a lack of connection with the higher self, lack of connection with your intuition, lack of seeing the truth on some level. But I think when you're in this modality of going and deciding and forward movement in whatever arena in life we're talking about, I think for you, so you don't second guess yourself, there has to be these moments of disconnection from that, because you're in action mode. So a little concerning, but not too much. If this were private, we'd pull a whole series of clarifiers on this. But just be conscientious of this. And honestly, Leos, I think it's okay. All right? Okay. Okay. 10 of Wands reversed. So you're not going to get overburdened by this. This is your wheelhouse anyway. Like, you love being busy. You love making decisions. You love all this action all around you all the time. So this is your wheelhouse. You're not going to be stuck in your head. You're not going to be overburdened. And like I said, this is your wheelhouse. So the 10 of Cups, you're going to be feeling happy on this emotional plane. I'm going to leave this out here too, because I think this is important. So emotional fulfillment. Why? Because I think initially you're going to be a little frustrated because things aren't moving. And this could be as simple, Leos, as your New Year's resolution list, right? You're not saving enough, or there was a mix-up with the paycheck, or your budget got messed up, or you're having a hard time being patient with your partner, or going to the gym every day at 5 a.m., which you know is easy. People do it all the time, okay? But keep going, keep deciding, and you'll find your peace. You definitely will find your peace, and you will find your power. So keep going. There's always going to be little setbacks. And I think let's get into the second quarter and see where this leads us, because this is a wonderful first quarter. I think the hardest part of this quarter for you, Leos, is understanding that it's okay to be frustrated. And you can move and act and decide your way out of that frustration. Okay, second quarter, April, May, June for Leos in 2019. April, May, June for Leos in 2019. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. So there's some synchronicity taking place, despite what, excuse me, I've been talking so much, my voice is going away. There is some synchronicity despite yourself. Despite yourself, Leos. Excuse me, I had to get a drink. So, the Eight of Swords here, feeling paralyzed, but okay, not allowing it to restrict you. One thing that's beautiful about this combination is that you know this is a facade, okay? This is internal. Not a facade, but this is internal. You know that this is not real. And you know that you have a choice to stay here or not. And you can act or choose your way out of it. That's what I like about this. So there's this knowing understanding of this mental prison. Good. Okay, good. People get stuck here when they don't know that. You know that you're not going to be stuck. Despite, okay, what is going on here. Despite confusion. Despite a head or a heart decision outweighing the other, when I think internally you're being pulled one direction. So it's like, I'm in love with this person, but they're not right for me, so I'm going to leave. But I actually really love them. That type of a thing. And I'm saying that because we have the Three of Swords here reversed. So either somebody's trying to come back, or you're trying to not let them come back, or you're trying to not go back. There's a little confusion about what to do, what to do, what to do. Even though there's all these synchronicities. Even though there's all this romantic communication and the promise of a new beginning. And all of this energy that you're able to put towards a passionate endeavor. Whether that be a person or a career. So Leos, okay, the first quarter is leading you into this place where you're going to be very confused about what to do, and there's offerings on the table, and there's fear associated with it because of the confusion. Because again, you're a very direct, purposeful sign, and you don't like confusion. It actually drives you bonkers. So we have this ending here in this new beginning, this juxtaposition of communication, energy, something ending and beginning at the same time, something stabilizing. All right? And with the Strength reverse, I have to. The Strength is reversed. And so it's unsettling to you. And you know why I think it's unsettling to you? Because I think you're still confused about it. Or them. I think you're confused about how could they actually be offering this new beginning to me? Or how is this happening? Like, I didn't put myself here. I didn't try to put myself here. But they're coming towards me, and I'm not understanding how either they can be so forgiving or how I'm supposed to forgive. And I'm using the word forgive because clearly there was some damage done here. Somebody needs to be forgiven. And we have this Three of Swords here too. So somebody needs to be forgiven because there's trying to be a comeback. Okay, the big comeback. All right. There's a lack of strength because this Knight of Cups, it's actually a big part of your nature. So I don't know if this is you. Obviously, we know this is a water energy and you're a fire sign, but you can do this very well, Leos, if you choose. So, but I think they're doing it and it's a little discomforting to you. It's not normally their MO. It's a little discomforting to you, but I think they're trying to either earn or show you this forgiveness. Interesting how, in my mind anyway, when I was looking at the cards in the first quarter, it went from very work and people oriented to a little bit more specific. So leave your comments below because I'm curious what this is for you. And leave your comments too, because I think it's really important for other people watching this who have a similar situation. And the energies can be switched, I always say that. But I think it's important for them to be like, and relate your situation to their situation and vice versa. Okay, third quarter. July, August, September, third quarter in 2019. What are the messages for Leos? Third quarter 2019. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Third quarter 2019. You see these dichotomies that are showing up in these cards, these oppositions? Okay, so I'm going to leave that. You see, it's like, I don't know, Leos, if this is an extremely intense connection. And usually those turned into clusters, right, of emotions. That's my pug snoring. It's like there's this love-hate relationship with all of it. Because here again we have fond memories. Here we have watching in, spying in. Here we have a lack of stability, the devil and the tower. So it's like extreme connection and an extreme promise of tradition and stability right when there's also not. I think you need to decide what you're going to be doing with this person. Are they staying in your life or are they not? I think they're trying to stay, Leos. I think you want them to stay, but I think your ego is afraid to allow them to stay. I'm picking up on that. Okay, this is an ego battle when no one's moving forward doing anything, especially with what happened in the second quarter. Okay, there's not a new beginning in love. We know this is something that's been brewing or has been occurring for some time. We don't look in on things that aren't really important to us because they've put the time in, right? So what is your general response to this, Leos? In general, in life. Putting your head down and focusing on work. I don't have time to deal with those emotions, right? I'm just going to work. I'm going to become rich. You're like, this is you in the face of this confusion and this frustration and this love-hate relationship. This is you going back to pre-January 1st, getting ready for the new year again. All right, I'm going to forget all this. It's driving me nuts. I'm going to go back to what I was originally supposed to be doing at the beginning of the year right now. Okay? Which is a great energy. And this is during your season. So it's natural that you're going to have this re-emergence of this motivation because it's your natal return. Okay? Hangman reversed. So no, you're not going to be hanging around waiting for somebody else. You're just going to make stuff happen. With whether that means keeping somebody out or keeping your barrier strong for other things, because here you are getting back on your A game. I think a love relationship this year is going to throw you for a major loop. And I think it's going to scare you. I think the honesty of it is going to scare you. I think you're not going to know what to do with it. And you're going to really try to get back to holding on to your power, which is a good thing. Okay, that's a good thing. And there's more I want to say, but I'm not going to say it. Because it's at this point, without doing a private situation or something, it's very speculative. Okay, fourth quarter. October, November, December for Leos. Fourth quarter of 2019 for Leos. Fourth quarter 2019 for Leos. Okay. Again, we have a decision point. It's coming from, with the Queen of Swords reversed, you guys, this, I don't know who you're dealing with. I don't know if it's a water, air sign. Could be a water sign. Maddie. But they're pissed. And, you know, if the tumultuous, beautiful, hungry relationship is in your cards this year, all right? If that happens, then it's also going to be natural that the other person is going to feel like this. So this doesn't necessarily mean that they're to blame, but understand that they went through the loop just like you did, and they're going to be pissed and confused and frustrated and angry too. Okay, water energy, King of Swords. They're probably, you or them could be feeling like this, but trying to control. And again, I'm saying that specifically because we have the Two of Wands here. So there's a decision on how to act. There is a decision on how to act. Do you leave or do you stay? I mean, these are both like upright. Okay. Leaving, calming down, leaving swiftly. Not calming down, but staying strongly. This is a decision point. Maddie. This is a big decision point for you in the fourth quarter, Leos, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Secrets are going to be exposed. But if you look towards the positive, if you give people and yourself the benefit of the doubt, maintain faith in humanity, maintain faith in belief in love, in energy, in connection, in truth, despite what it is. Okay? There can be great celebrations that can be had in the fourth quarter. We have the Sun, we have the Four of Wands, we have the Three of Cups. This is eating and drinking and be merry, spending time with loved ones, with family. Okay, this is loving your independence. So I feel throughout this year, there's this push-pull energy for you, Leos, that it's like, I love you, but I want to go. I'm trying to stay on my track. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that, but I can't stop being with you, blah, 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 blah. There's a way that you can do both. Okay, and ultimately this could be you just need some time for a while. But it leads to a celebration. This is often the wedding card. Okay? This is often the wedding card. So I'm going to pull a clarifier on these last two. I don't like pulling clarifiers unless I have more of the situation, but let's see. Nine of Pentacles and Four of Wands off the top of the deck. Please clarify the Nine of Pentacles and the Four of Wands off the top of the deck. So this has to do with the lack of generosity. And then the Five of Swords. So I think there's going to be a moment where there can be celebrations. Okay. And especially if this is, does this person stay or go? This is the deciding factor, really. You're not going to let them or your emotions for them, or vice versa, control any of your behavior. Okay? So there's a sense of independence here and self-control here. But it doesn't have to mean that you're alone in doing so. But there's this separation. With this card clarifying, there's a separation from being controlled or controlling. And then also with the Queen of Wands or Queen of Pentacles here, this is a lack of generosity or not feeling fully prepared yet. But with this celebration here, this does have to do with, okay, all right, I'm not going to give you everything. I need to maintain my autonomy. I have to maintain my autonomy. You have to maintain your autonomy because I think it got a little too meshed earlier. All right? But still a beautiful ending to the year. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Leos, I love you. Stay tuned for your February readings in the extended. Those are coming up shortly in the next few days. And if you ordered a private reading, I got a bunch of private readings. I'm going to get my February's out and then I'm going to do those. So it'll probably be Tuesday is when you'll have your reading. Tuesday, Monday evening, Tuesday-ish. Okay? All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.